Okay.
Good afternoon po, Ma'am Merna.
Good afternoon. Kumusta?
Grace po ni Lord, mabuti po. Kakauwi din po namin katatapos ng klase.
Yan, tapos ng klase, another class.
Oo nga po.
Kumusta na dyan sa Thailand? No more COVID?
Meron pa din po pero parang normal na lang po, parang trangkaso na lang po.
Ay.
Ang dami ng
So, hindi na
activities, public activities po nila. Parang ano na, balik na sa normal.
Ay, balik na sa dati. Ano na, o hindi na kayo gumagamit ng mask dyan?
Nagmamask pa din po. Normal sa kanila ang nagsuot ng mask. Public ba? Hindi pa rin makapasok si Ate Emmy.
Wala pa yata yung mga ibang kasama natin. Kapapasok ko din. Oh, yan, meron na. Nagliwanag na. Kailan kayo magbakasyon sa Philippines? Wala, hindi marinig.
Nabuksan niyo po, ma'am, yung ating handouts? Word po yung sinend ko.
Hello, Ma'am Janet. Madilim. Madilim. Sleep ka na. Mag-sleep ka na. Naglinis ka? Oh, very good. Ganyan. After playing, you clear your area. Okay? Yan. Keep mo. Saan? Ginamit mo yan. Pero hindi mo pa ako minasahe. Malinis yan. Yan ang ginamit mo. Ganyan muna. Shake mo muna. Shake mo muna. Hindi, doon ka mag-shake. Doon ka sa basin. Ay, galing. Buti nakita mo yan. Panglinis yan pati doon sa loob. Bakit nandyan yan?
Lola, ne? Napupunta dito pag
Oo, mahulog doon sa kwan.
nahulog. Pati dito inugasan ko. Ang gabi na
Sige, sige, basa mo muna. Ganyan. After you eat in the morning, after breakfast, you clean that. You do that. So you have to keep this, okay?
Yes.
Yan. Ikon mo ulit doon sa batya.
Oo. Sobrang saya. Parang binubuhusan ko lang ng tubig. Parang sabon balik, hindi ko ito masasabon. Basta ko lang extra water.
Oh, enough na.
Sabon ko. Sabon ko. Talagay ko na.
po, start na tayo. Manalangin po tayo, aming Diyos na makapangyarihan sa lahat. Salamat po kami muli sa pagkakataong ito na kami po ay makapag-aral muli at makatulong po ito sa amin pong araw-araw na pagtuturo at sa pamumuhay din po kami. Salamat po sa aming reporter sa hapong ito sa buhay po ni Ma'am Olive for giving her the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, O Lord God. Thank you for your anointing, and ganun din po sa aming mga classmates na available po sa oras na ito. We pray for pray Father God for your anointing, and kami maintindihan po namin, Panginoon, ang aming pong lesson sa hapong ito. Salamat po sa yung presensya of your Holy Spirit, you're our great teacher. Okay, we bless your name in Jesus' name. Amen. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon po.
Hello? Yes. Dinig po
Okay
ako.
na po, dinig na po kayo. Good afternoon
Ayan,
po.
naririnig na?
Opo.
Naririnig na? Oh, yes, Olive, you may start.
Good afternoon
Ayos
po. Thank you,
Yes, good
Lord.
afternoon. Ayan. Magandang hapon.
Gandang
Yes.
hapon po.
Yes.
Maaga po
Sige.
maaga po naming tinapos yung klase namin sa school para makapag-report po ako.
Oh, congratulations. So, we have a prayer to be led by Miss Janet.
Ma'am, done na
Pastora
po.
Janet.
Tapos na
Tapos
po,
na.
ma'am.
Okay, congrats for that. So, we start with Olive. Alam kong maganda itong report niya.
Gawin po nating masaya.
Yes, I like that.
Bibigyan ko po ng assignment mamaya yung ating mga kaklase para sa
all-
pagbabasa ng ating mga
Okay.
sentences at saka mga question
Okay.
tags.
Yes,
Okay
he
po,
makes
unahin po
all-
natin
okay.
ang interjections para tuloy-tuloy na po mamaya yung question
Sige.
tags kasi may exam po tayo.
Sige. Okay.
Okay, isi-share ko na po yung screen natin. Interjections po muna tayo. Ayan, malinaw
Tuloy-tuloy
po
mo
ba?
lang if in case. Hindi, okay lang. Tuloy-tuloy mo lang if in case may questions ang mga teachers na nandito, I can address their questions. Sige.
Okay po. Share na natin. Okay, we're going to talk about interjections first. Okay, malinaw po ba yung screen natin dyan sa inyo?
Oo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for this topic, our objectives for this lesson, we will be able to identify an interjection. And then B, we will be able to understand how to use an interjection properly. C, we
Okay.
will be able to know several common interjections and their typical use. Because we are studying English, it's good for us to know more how the native speakers use, so that when we speak with them, they can understand us. Just like here, if we, our experience here in Thailand, sometimes you need to adopt the tone of their voice here and the delivery of the words, because if you mistake one sound of a vowel, they cannot understand you anymore. So it's the same thing with us. If we are trying to speak in English and we are communicating in English, it's good for us to study more so that we can use it properly. Okay, let's go ahead on the meaning of interjection. I have here the first one. Interjections are words or utterances that we use to express strong emotion. We don't need a subject or verb to relay meaning, but it can exaggerate feelings. Ito po yung sinasabi natin sa Tagalog na ramdam mo sa tono pa lang ng boses, alam mo na kung nagagalit ba siya, kung malungkot siya, ayan, o nagde-demand yung tao, ayan po. So doon po sa mga words na ito or utterances, wala nga pong meaning, di ba, yung iba, but you know with the tone of their voice or when you read those words, you can understand and feel the emotion. And then number 2, interjections are words or expressions added to emphasize our sentences in a given situation. Ayun po, sabi ko kanina, some has no meaning. It's just group of letters. Okay, we will have a lot of examples later. And then number 3, interjections can be found before, after, or in the middle of a sentence. Sometimes they can stand alone, but in grammatical parts of speech, we can say that these are not parts of the sentence, subject and predicate. Ina-attach po yun just to express emotion. Okay, punctuating interjections. I added this part because we love to read, and a lot of reading materials, if they don't put the exclamation point or the comma, sometimes nalilito tayo kung ano nga ba yung emotion doon. Strong ba? Mild ba? But interjections that express strong emotions are set off with an exclamation mark. So yun po yung palatandaan na strong yung emotion. So kung binabasa mo, mararamdaman mo yung, grabe yung emotion. Yan. And then the mild emotion naman, you can see it with a comma. It is followed by a comma. Sometimes question mark is used, but it's very seldom. Here we are guided on how to express the tone or mood of our voice when writing or reading the sentence. Okay, ito po, I have 4 examples of strong emotion. I would like someone po to read and express. Ito pong si Yikes, si Giz, Ops. Unahin ko na po si Ate Janet.
Okay, strong emotions. Yikes! I stepped on the gum.
Yan. So kung narinig mo yung parang nandidiri siya. Okay po, thank you Ate Janet. Si Ma'am Mirna po yung pangalawa.
Yan. Okay. Yes, this is too heavy.
Okay. Ano kaya yung bit-bit ni Ma'am? Baka isang sakong bigas. Okay. Teacher Marge, nandiyan ka na? Kung wala pa, ako na po itong pangatlo. I didn't get it. Ate Sel, sigaw mo yung isa.
Oops, I forgot to bring my wallet.
Okay. So, mararamdaman po, we can feel that something went wrong and it expresses something unexpected. I stepped on the gum. Ganon, may dating. So yung bigat, ramdam. I use the same interjections with mild emotions. Ito po, try po natin na basahin ulit. Okay, the same po na arrangement natin. Si Teacher Janet, si Ma'am Myrna, ako, tapos si Ate Sel. Milder emotion po ito.
Quiet. I have a class.
Yikes, I chewed the chili in that bite.
Okay. Thank you po. Ma'am Myrna po.
Yes, there's a lot of advertisement pa here.
Opo.
Yeah.
Ako na. Parang tamang-tama sa akin to. I needed that cup of coffee. Okay, Ate Sel?
Oops, I almost slept.
Ngayon ba yan? Nakakaantok eh. Okay, yan po yung examples natin. Tama po. So, yung tone ng voice, milder na po, pati yung emotion. Okay, then, these are some examples of question mark interjections. Huh? I don't understand what you mean. And then ito, pardon please. Yan po. So, we will have more examples po later. Okay, dito po tayo sa types of interjections. There are 5. So let's start with this number 1. Primary interjections. These are words that can only be used as interjections. They cannot function as other parts of speech. Ito po yun. Yikes! Wow! Oops! Phew! Ha! Oh! Ow! Yung isa po. Ow! Ew! Ew! Okay. So letter A. Okay, the same na po. Para may kasama po ako. Letter A. Pakibasa po, Ate Janet.
Ew, that was close. The coconut almost hit my head.
Okay po, thank you. Ma'am Myrna, letter B po.
Oops, I forgot to add salt to the soup.
I don't understand what you mean.
Oh, the baby is so cute.
Uy, cute talaga. Ayan po. Okay, dito po sa secondary interjections. These are words that can act as both interjections and other parts of speech. So ito po yung mga salita talaga na may meaning, pero pag ginamit siyang interjection, naiiba na po yung gusto niyang sabihin. For example, boy, it's a noun. Man, it's a noun. Awesome, it's an adjective. Incredible, it's an adjective. Nice, adjective. Well, adverb. Whatever, pronoun. Indeed, adverb. Okay, dito po sa ilan ba na? 4? 5 to ngayon. Okay. Man, that exam was hard. Okay. Boy, we are going to be in trouble when mom sees the broken window. And then sa letter C, incredible. I didn't know you could play the flute. Then letter D, well, I don't know how to help you. Whatever, do as you wish. Okay po. So ito po yung secondary interjections. Pwede siyang words as part of the speech, but we use them as interjections. Okay po, malinaw po ba? Mayroon pa po kayong gustong idagdag na example?
Okay, later siguro marami silang idadagdag.
Ito pa, lagi po yata natin ito nagagamit yung followed by imperative sentences. Number 3 na group po ng interjection is volitive interjections. These are used to give commands. They are often followed by imperative sentences. Okay. Shoo. Enough. Ito, parang laging ginagamit ng Pilipino to eh. Diyan tayo pagaling. Ayan po. Okay, 4 po ba to? Okay, 4. Sige po, yung same na arrangement po natin. Ma'am Janet, please read letter A.
Shh, stop talking. I can't hear the movie.
And hey, shoo, get out of here.
make sure no one will know about it.
Can everyone hear me?
Okay, ayan. Na-deliver talaga yung mga tone. Very good ang mga estudyante natin. Okay, dito
Tama,
po sa
tama.
number
Okay,
4.
okay.
Dito naman po, reaction to someone or something yung ating emotion po. Emotive interjections. Okay, these are the examples. Oh, ow, ew, ew, ouch, yuck. So, as we read these expressions, di ho ba we were able to deliver na yung emotion natin? Tsaka yung reaction to something. Kasi it can't stand alone. Yun po yung isang meaning ng interjection kanina. Okay, same arrangement po ulit.
You see?
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
I can't stand that noise.
Okay. Meron pa po bang dagdag dito? Kasi lagi ito nagagamit in reaction. Ano pa ba yung ano dyan?
Yuck!
Ayan, lagi.
So
Yuck!
gross.
ang mga ano natin ngayon, di ba? Mga young people. Lagi nilang sinasabi. Kahit hindi ginagamitan ng yuck, yan yung kanilang ginagamit. Ito pong ano. Mayroon pa dapat dito. Uh-oh! Ayun pala, dagdag po natin dyan. Hindi ko nailagay. Uh-oh! Ayan. Sa reaction to something. Mamaya po, we're going to share different expressions of interjection sa iba-iba pong mga lingwahe at mga yung dialects, local dialects po natin. Mamaya po tapusin. Okay, kung wala na po tayong dadagdag dito sa number 5 po. Okay, cognitive interjections. They are used to express thoughts or the thought process. Ito po yung nag-iisip ka or alam mong may something in the mind ng speaker. Marami na todo ito eh. Okay po. Saan na siya? Example, baba tayo. Okay, 4 din. 5. Okay, sige po nga, sundan po natin yung ating pagkasunod-sunod, Ma'am Janet.
Now I understand the math exercise.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I don't know which dress to pick.
Are you sure that's the right answer?
Okay, so last part. I think we should redo our plan. Okay, thank you po. Ito po yung sa last part. Mayroon pong more than one word interjections. Actually, madami po ito, pero cursing words na po yung iba. Ang dami ko pong na-research, pero hindi ko na po nilagay kasi mga putting the name of the Lord, using the name of the Lord in vain na po, yung mga laging ginagamit ng mga native speakers. But here, let's use the words good grief and for goodness sake. In letter A, sabi dito, turn off the video game. You've been playing for 6 hours. For goodness sake. So this one expresses annoyance, frustration, shock, or ridiculousness. Letter B. Good grief.
Susunod natin
My
yung
car
sa
won't start.
nagbigay na tayong kay Poso.
So there's a surprise,
At saka
you are frustrated or annoyed. Ito po yung dalawang example dyan. Pero marami pa pong iba. Okay. I think dyan na po nag-end. May kunting note po ako dito. Pero after this po, we can share a lot of other examples po. As believers, we should not mention God's name in interjection or
building
just to express our
o sa
emotion.
LG.
We should be on guard not to be influenced by the worldly people around us who like to come up with bubbling words just to get attention or express themselves. Di ba, na ano po natin ito, especially po sa mga yung sa gender na pinag-usapan, very ano po to ngayon na topic. Ang daming mga bagong vocabulary po nila. Pero as believers, tayo po ay dapat na mapagbantay. Also in the Bible, it says, in the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So, what comes first out of our lips when we are shocked or surprised? Is it glorifying God or cursing words that comes out? So, as we study interjection, as part of our masteral class, this is also a time for us to evaluate ourselves, what comes out when we express emotions and use interjections. So yun po yung, I hope as we study this one, it will also help us express emotions properly. At the same time, make us aware about inappropriate words for us believers. Yun po yung sabi ko kanina, the native speakers usually use cursing words. They use the name of the Lord in vain to just express their emotion. But for us believers, we know how to use properly, and we are able also to express. So, yan po yung ating mga examples. Sa Thai po, okay, start po natin. We're going to share. I-out ko na po ito, stop share po ako. Dito po sa Thailand, ang nababanggit po namin lagi dito, na na-adapt na po namin, yung alay na, alay na.
Again,
Pag meron po
alay
kami
na?
hindi na naintindihan, automatic po.
So that term,
What is
alay
it?
na?
What is it?
Okay.
Alay na ka? Tapos,
Alay na?
ano pa yung isa, Tisel? Yung, oh, parang ganun din po. Yung, ow, 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 ow.
Okay.
Another one is, pag galit ko sila, ito po yung naririnig ko. Ano na Tisel? Uy! Uy! Pag narinig niyo po yon, someone is angry or annoyed.
Okay.
Uy! Okay. Parang tunog po siya ng kalabaw.
Oh.
Pag gumanon na sila, kausap na naman niya yung hayop niya, sabi namin. Bahay namin. Galit na siya sa baka at mga manok niya.
Ayun.
Ay, isa, Tizel. Mayroon ka isa. Alay na. Ohoy! Ayun, si Teacher Mary, wala ho siya ngayon. Pero si Teacher Mary, naririnig ko siya lagi. Kuhang-kuha po niya. Ohoy! It's like endearment, parang masaya ka, parang ina-appreciate mo. Ohoy! Or nagtitis ka.
Okay.
Ma'am Nerna, sa Ilocano po, ano yung mga interjections po natin?
Walang maisip sa Ilocano. How is it?
Shock, surprise. Ay na!
Siya.
Ma'am Merna, naka-off pa po yung sounds nyo. Hindi po kayo marinig, Ma'am Merna.
Yan. Yan.
Ano pa po, ma'am? Ilocano.
Ano pa sa Ilocano? Kanyamatan.
Okay.
Okay.
Kanyamatan.
Opo. Teacher Annie.
Apo na yun.
Apo na yun. So, dalawa po pwede ibig sabihin ng apo na yun. Nagagalit at saka, ano yung isa? Apo na yun.
Naiinis.
Okay, Auntie Janet, Pangasinan.
Agaylatan mo. Alabas
Mahaba,
ka.
no? Group of words.
Alabas ka.
Ay, Agi!
The famous
yan,
Ay
familiar
Agi.
ako doon. Oo, familiar
Ay,
tayo
Agi.
doon.
May kinoy. Aliwalaya. Kanto, di ba? Sometimes, aliwalaya. Antutan. Aman. Antutan. Antuman. Yun yung pasok yung yung question mark siya ko. Isusulat natin. Antuman. Antulaya. Frustration. Antulaya. Okay. Sa ano po? Teacher Amy, Teacher Janet, naalala niyo po sa sa India, mga interjections sa India.
Kalimutan ko.
Nakalimutan.
Ano po? Naalala ko po sa Marana pag sinabi, ay now, parang kawawa naman. Or, ow, parang ganun po yung ibig sabihin ng, ay now. Maranaw po.
Maranaw.
Saya,
Okay.
Cebuano. Nasa Cebuano, wala tayong representative ng Cebuano. Paano na yung sa Cebuano?
Ay, ambot.
Totoo yan, tama po. Ambot sa mo. Ano pa? So nakakatuwa po. Actually, nung nasa Mindanao po ako, yung mga interjections po ang isa sa mga gustong-gusto kong aralin. Yung how to express it. Kasi pag it helps us also to express and communicate with them.
Yeah,
if
to
you
connect with
sound
people.
like them.
Yes. To
Meron
connect
pa
with
akong,
people.
minsan, from time to time, meron pong pumapasok sa newsfeed sa Facebook, yung vlogger na marunong siyang mag-Mandarin, marunong siyang mag-Cantonese. So, pag nakikicommunicate po siya, pag nagta-travel siya, nagugulat po yung mga native speaker na Chinese. Nakatingin lahat sa kanya. So, he's an effective communicator.
Yeah.
So, as we study interjections, I think it's good for us, whatever language or dialect, we can easily adapt with and mingle with the people. We can
That's
communicate.
Kahit
Meron pa po ba?
expression lang.
Ano po, ma'am? Meron pa po ba? Kayo na po. Bago pa ako pumunta doon sa tag questions.
For the tag questions. Of course, sentences and paragraph, interjection, is a part of speech. Pero in the primary interjection which you mentioned, talagang lang siya, interjection. Kumbaga, you cannot use it for other else. Now, interjection as a word, pwede siyang i-connect sa exclamatory sentence. So as a word, as a part of speech, it is an interjection. However, there could be an exclamatory sentence without an interjection. Usually they think that the exclamatory sentence should always be given interjection, which is not true. There are sentences without interjection, but it is an exclamatory sentence. So for the sentences, we have declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. Now, how could we turn a sentence without interjection as an exclamatory sentence? So we have to remember the construction of sentences. So we have the subject and the predicate. Now, if we have a linking verb, the noun or adjective as the predicate, nominative or adjective, it will tell us how to give an exclamatory sentence. For example, we have a simple sentence like, she's beautiful. So she is connected with beautiful. Declarative siya. Changing it into exclamatory sentence without an interjection, we have to identify what is our predicate. Is it nominative or is it adjective? If it is she is beautiful, that is an adjective. How to turn it into exclamatory sentence? We give the term how. How beautiful, how beautiful she is. So we use the term how. So for adjectives. So after the linking verb, then we have an adjective. We use the term how. How beautiful she is. Now, if it is a noun, so we have to identify, we have to analyze after the linking verb, what is the predicate? Noun or is it adjective? So I emphasize, if it is an adjective, use the term how. If it is a noun, for example, she's a teacher. So this time, teacher is a noun. So we'll not use how. That is for the adjective. What we'll be using is what. What a teacher she is. So it's already an exclamatory sentence without using an interjection. Most of the time, they believe that they've got to use an interjection to have an exclamatory sentence, which is not. There are times that we can change them into exclamatory sentence without giving an interjection. Ayun po. So we use what a pastor she is, what a church it is, what a community this is. So uulitin lang po yung whatever the subject, and of course the linking verb. And at the same time, identifying after the linking verb, is it a noun or pronoun? Again, if it's not noun or pronoun, but the noun or adjective. Using how for adjective and using what for a noun. Let's say, sabihin na natin, it is a tourist spot. So it is the subject, is the linking verb, then tourist spot. Spot is a noun. The adjective is tourist, but the main term is spot. So we say what? A tourist spot it is. If it is an adjective, that scenery is beautiful. So we use how. How beautiful that scenery is. So uulitin lang siya. And it's already an exclamatory sentence without using an interjection. But I noticed a while ago when Pastor Olive was discussing on those things, she expresses the emotions. No? So pag nagsalita siya, inaantok ka, mawawala yung antok mo. Now, siguro kung magsasalita siya at kalungkutan, iiyak ka din. It's a gift. Napansin ko kay Sister Olive, it's a gift. Kasi once na kahit in the congregation or in the church, once na nagsalita siya, every word is given an emotion. Kaya napakahalaga nun sa speaking. Kaya marami ang pinaka-simple lang na alam natin, bravo, ouch, ang ganon. Pero this time, we know na meron tayong primary, secondary, vocative, tsaka mga emotions. So expressing what emotion it is. And then, as she was telling us that point, napansin ko rin yung yun nga, her expression of the emotions. Maraming speakers, pero ang tone, emotion ay pare-pareho. Kaya iniiwan sila ng audience. So napakahalaga sa speaking, whatever the emotion that should be expressed, it should be very clear kung ano yun. At nakikita yung sabihin natin, it's not just convincing. Our speaking talent or skill would not just be convincing, but it would be persuasive. Kasi pag pinagsama sa speaking ability, yung persuasion is, it's an appeal to the emotion. But the other one, conviction, is an appeal to the mind, to the intellect. Kaya once na andoon tayo, may appeal siya sa intellect, may appeal siya sa emotion. Bravo. Talagang matututo ang nakikinig. Though may certain point, pagdating kasi sa creating objectives, isi-share ko lang to kasi nagtuturo naman tayo ngayon. So, in giving objectives of the lesson, mahalaga na it's the child doing the work. It's the child. Kasi usually what we do is tayo ang gumagawa. Na napansin nyo dito, hindi ako lahat. You are a part of it. And from your researches, mas naging mabuti, wider ang perspective. Hindi siya naging limited because you did the research. At may natutuhan kami. No? Ibig sabihin, it's a sharing intellectually, not just physically, or not just the food. However, in constructing the objectives, yung number one objective is identifying the interjections. Good. The term is identify, which is very behavioral. It's a behavioral objective. That's why sa mga natin, outcomes, or even objectives, we use the behavioral objectives. Meaning, gagamit tayo ng verb na we could see the action, we could see the behavior of the child. Sa ngayon, specific objectives, inaano nila yung term, na more or less alam ninyo ito, lalo na si Mamina, SMART. So the objectives should be specific. M, measurable. We can have quantitative assessment because it is measurable. Then, A, pag sinabing smart, ibig sabihin, tayo, very authentic, very then, we have, T, time bound. Halimbawa ito, we started past 3 o'clock, naka-time bound tayo sa 5. Meron siyang So more or less, alam natin kung hanggang saan ang pwedeng i-share. And of course, we have time bound. And at the same time, yung result-oriented. Kaya once na nagturo, there should be a result, there should be an output or an outcome. Yung pang matagalan na pagde-develop sa bata, it's the outcome, the impact in the life of the child. The impact or effect of what we teach in the lifestyle of the child. So pumapasok yun. Kaya yung understand and know, these are general objectives. Pero specific objectives, pwede yung analyze, compare and contrast, pwede yung design, pwede yung create. These are the verbs. So pag sinabing understand, tama naman din yun, but it is considered under general objectives. Tapos know the value of interjection. Pag ginamit natin ng know, then papasok yung general objectives. So, ngayon, ang napansin ko, which is also the weakness of majority of our teachers, ang napansin ko when they create objectives, practically what they target is the cognitive level, yung pang-utak. Kaya yung mga bata, magagaling sila intellectually speaking, pero yung values nila mababa. Kaya nasa pagtuturo kasi how we integrate yung objectives natin in the lives or in the reality or the real world of the people we teach. Kasi pag hindi natin in-integrate, yun ang tinatawag na contextualized learning or teaching. Nakapalagay doon yung the social and cultural element in the environment. Tinatarget din natin yun. Kaya halimbawa, dito sa klase natin, ang ganda. Why? Kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin is how to glorify God through all this wisdom we are getting through the sharing. Ngayon, once na hindi siya specific, hindi siya result-oriented, parang lahat ng tinuro mo sa tagal ng panahon naging walang kwenta. Because the child, parang kanina, may bata na nagsasalita bago tayo nag-umpisa. Kasi, unlike before, palagi ang boses ko very sweet. Pero, chine-change ko siya sa another emotion, bitter, okay, sour, o kaya kung ano yon. So, hindi ako palaging sweet. So, ang comment ko when talking to the classmates, andyan sila sa labas, pero ang lakas-lakas, grabe ng boses. Usually yun ngayon ang mga bata kahit sa colleges and universities or even in the high school. Pero tinuturo natin ng culture. And culture is the refinement. Refinement of lifestyle, refinement in the use of words. Kaya boses pa lang, which is a part of paralanguage, yung voice, yung intonation, part of the paralanguage. Kaya ang sabi ko, ano ba yan? Parang galing naman tayo sa mga malalayong baryo, nagiging baryotic tayo. Hello. So, as we educate people, kahit baryotic tayo and galing tayo sa barangay, we can switch to a higher culture. And we go to a higher excellence. Kaya yun ang demand of the century, competitiveness and empowerment. So, unti-unti natuturo, pero matagal. But then, sa part ng ating mga pastorals and pastors, mabilis. Kasi nandoon yung the desire to press forward. Kasi sabi ni Paul, press forward. Nanghihina ka na, run the race. Run pa rin, run pa rin. Hindi walk the race, run, run pa rin. And press forward. Ibig sabihin ba tayo sa support? May alam na tayo, pero we have to double that. Kasi yung century natin, the 21st century, which I emphasize ngayon, ang mga life skills ay very challenging. Flexibility. Ito yung ginagawa natin, but we have to change it according to priorities of the moment. So pag hindi ka magaling doon, hindi ka pwedeng magiging leader and hindi ka pwedeng magiging manager because we have to manage our time and we have to manage people. What else na napapansin ko? Karamihan, walang initiative. They are talented, they are intelligent, but no initiative. So they remain as they were in the 20th century. As we age, halimbawa, Dr. Mina, o ako, we could not stop equipping ourselves. we have to continue. Kasi the century demands higher challenges. And these higher challenges will be giving us opportunities and we can use interjections. Okay? So, sa Pangasinan, ay, Agi, bakit naman yan ang sinabi mo? Tapos, in English, maganda yung minention mo kanina. Of course, we know that, pero ibang-iba yung nare-remind tayo. For God's sake, for goodness sake, yun, alam na nating mali pag ginagamit natin the name of the Lord in vain. Pero yung practice, pumapalya tayo sa practice. So as we share together and you are on the masteral program, it's not just the knowledge, but it's the wisdom running in our veins. Wow, grabe. Wisdom running in our veins, ano? At tapos nabara ang veins. Paano gagawin? Bumara. At least, bumara. Hindi pa kailangan sa ICU. Pero kung talaga marami ng barado, ay ICU na. And today, the price for ICU one day is 50,000. Oh. Imagine that. 50,000. Kaya natutuwa ko, you made a way to be live in your report. Kasi maganda naman yung video. At least meron. Pero pag live siya, we can exchange ideas. And the people listening to you could also react and they could supplement. Kaya sa masteral kasi, your perspective is your perspective. And you can share it. It may not be the same perspective to others, but what is important in the knowledge pa lang sa interjection, ang dami-dami ng nabibigay na kalinawan. So, from there, syempre, ibabalik ko ang moment ni Pastora Olive. Ayan.
Okay, thank you po. Okay, sa next topic po tayo, tag questions. I-share ko po ulit yung ating notes. Tag questions.
Yes.
Yan po. Okay. What is this question tag? Pinagbaliktad ko po siya. Pero halos parehas. Question tags po kasi is a statement na po siya. Tag question, baliktad pala. Si question tags, these are the added words at the end of the statement.
Yes, okay.
Kung tag questions, it's the full statement na po.
Yes.
Ito po na ilagay dito. Pero at least ilawin po yun, na. Okay, again po, question tags are short questions at the end of statements. Pakidagdag na lang po sa notes natin. Tag questions are sentences or statements asking questions or confirming something or encouraging reply from someone. So, ito po yun.
Wala yung dalawa.
So, question tags are mainly used in speech to confirm that something is true or not. And then the other one, to encourage a reply from the person we are speaking to.
Nakapagpadala ka na eh. Saan? Di ba? Nag-active ka na. Pero ibang department. Sige. Mag-forward ka na lang.
Tag questions are used for me as I do my research. It's like encouraging someone to have communication. You are connecting with someone.
Yeah.
So that's the observation that I had after looking about question tags or tag questions. Kasi parang makulit ka pero para ka ring thinking out loud sometimes, parang ganun po yung dating nito, but it's a good way of encouraging connection and communication with people around us.
Yes.
Opo, nagiging alive kumbaga, pwede ka pang, you can receive responses or suggestions or opinions from the people you are with.
Yes.
Okay, dito po tayo sa rules of tag questions.
Yep.
Okay, we have positive and negative. So let's go first on the positive statements. In most cases, the helping verb or what we call the be verb from the positive statement is repeated in the tag and changed to negative. So review po natin muna yung mga helping verbs, auxiliary verbs. Ito po sila, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, do, did, does. So, para mas malinaw po, for a clearer way of having that picture, we have number one statement.
Okay.
Brenda is sad. So this is a positive statement.
Andiyan din, halika. Pag lumabas ka, bili ka ng snacks.
Okay, tag question. Brenda is sad. Isn't she?
Nandiyan ang lechon, nandiyan ang...
Ay,
So
grabe.
this
Okay
statement
na yung
is
look. Sige. Ay, sige.
an example of
Okay.
Nakaredy ng kainin natin.
positive.
Sige.
Ewan ko, pati kanin nga sa nakaluto ako.
Oo. Pag kasama mo si Ma'am Lilia, wala ka na problema.
No problem.
Okay, dito po sa number 2. Hindi magkatabi. Okay, statement number 2. Dinner is ready. We're going to use the question tag, isn't it? Dahil yung ating pong subject is dinner. So we use the, ano to, pronoun ba? Adverb pala. It. So magiging tag question na po is, dinner is ready, isn't it? Okay. And then number 3. You are good friends. So ito po yung statement natin. This is positive, so gagawin po natin siyang negative. Yung question tag, we will attach it in a negative form. So the full statement will become, you are good friends, aren't you? And then number 4, I will be fine. Okay, question tag, yung will magiging negative, it will become won't. Okay, so the full question tag will be, I will be fine, won't I? Won't I? And then number 5, you can handle it. Okay, can is positive, so we will make it negative for the question tag, can't you? Okay, so the full one is, you can handle it, can't you? Okay, and then number 6. Meron pa ba tayo? Okay. She really must get some sleep. So must, I positive, we will make it into a form of negative. Mustn't she? She really must get some sleep. Mustn't she? Okay, number 7. I should give it back. So should is positive. Gawin natin ulit siyang contracted form po yung mga ginagamit natin dito sa negative. Shouldn't I? Okay. I should give it back, shouldn't I? And then number 8. You do feel nervous. Okay, do. Let's make it into negative. Don't you? Sana siya? Baba. Okay, the full statement becomes, you do feel nervous, don't you? May note po tayo dito, in case that if there is no helping verb in the statement, then we will use don't. Example, you work hard, don't you? Okay, so nasa ano po siya, ang dating po is positive pa din, diba? You work hard. It's a fact. You work hard, don't you? You work hard, don't you? And then number 2, Lucas loves his father. So, papasok na po dito yung ating mga linking verbs dun sa task kanina. Do, doesn't. Naging negative po siya. Gagawin natin negative. Doesn't he? Lucas loves his father. Doesn't he? Dito naman po sa sunod, when the verb is in the main sentence is in the present simple form, we form the question tag with do or does. Okay, ito po. You play the guitar, don't you? Okay. Yes! Ha! Meron pong tumatawag sa labas. You play the guitar, don't you? Yan. So, yung observation po dito is you play the guitar, it's a fact, and alam mo na nakaka-play siya ng guitar. You are sure of it. Kino-confirm mo lang siya. You play the guitar, don't you? So, it's like, gusto mo ding malaman personally from her, yes, I do. And, so, ito pong isa, Allison likes tennis. Okay, so gagawin po natin siyang negative question tag. Doesn't she? Allison likes tennis. Doesn't she? Okay. And then here comes another one. Pag past simple naman po yung form ng statement, we use did. Gagawin po natin na question tag negative form did, didn't. Okay. They went to the cinema. Yeah. Ayan. They went to the cinema. Yan po yung ating statement. So, magiging negative, didn't they? They went to the cinema, didn't they? Then this one, she studied in Harvard. Didn't she? Yan. Ito po, under pa rin po yung lahat sa positive statements. So, our question tags are in the form of negative. Okay, but when the statements are in negative form, we will use question tags in a positive. We will change them to positive form. Number 1 sentence, Brenda isn't happy. Okay, so gagawin na po natin siya is. Brenda isn't, we will use the sentence, the statement, and then add the positive question tag. Is she? Brenda isn't happy, is she? So we're not sure of this one. That's why we make the intonation up, go up. Yun yung po yung tono ng pagsabi natin. Diba? Kung sa Tagalog, diba? Di nga. Mga ganun po siya. Okay, number 2. Dinner isn't ready. So, question tag becomes positive. We make it, is it? Dinner isn't ready, isn't it? Oh, is it? Okay, so yun na po siya, positive na po siya. And then number 3, you aren't strangers. So, aren't is a negative lew. Yun na tayo. Already, naglew na ako, pasatay. Okay, are you? So, magiging positive po. Then, make it full statement. You aren't strangers, are you? Okay, we have number 4. I won't be fine. Okay. So, want is in negative, gawin natin positive, naging will. So, the full statement is, I won't be fine, will I? Then here, you can't handle it. Parang galit, no? You can't handle it. So, can't becomes, can you? You can't handle it, can you? Number 6.
Bukas, dadalhin mo yan sa
Really mustn't stay up so late.
gagawa ng clock.
Okay, mustn't is negative. We will do it positive form. Must she? She really mustn't stay up so late. Must she? Okay, naging positive na po siya. Sa Tagalog pa po to, di ba, hindi na siya dapat, ayan, di ba? Hindi na siya dapat nagpupuyat. Okay, and then number 7, I shouldn't keep it. Shouldn't, negative. Saying, should I? I shouldn't keep it. Should I? Last na pong example. You don't look so good. So, you are observing the
Army, ganito gagawin.
facial expression or the appearance of someone.
Ikaw ang magpapacheck doon.
Do you? You don't look so good, do you?
Petrol 107. Check mo
Okay,
yung
we have po dito more examples when
after lang. Okay.
we see the words
Yung
never, ever,
importance
and then
of third
rarely.
class
So
or
these
11:30.
words make the statements
Kumain na ako,
negative.
and then hanggang 2:30
So the
ako.
question tag
And then
needs to
doon
become
ako sa
positive.
Gumagawa ng clock.
For example,
So,
yung
because
aso natin si
class,
Blackie.
maaga ang klase ko.
Blackie never
So,
barks.
8:30 yung
So,
aalis ka na.
That's in negative. So the question tag becomes
more of
positive.
check.
Does he? Yan. Blackie never barks. Does he?
Ganon, Ma'am Lilia.
With the word
Yes.
ever. He hardly ever speaks. So magiging positive ang question tag. Does he? So the complete statement will be, he hardly ever speaks. Does he? Ayan. So hardly, yung word po na ever is negative form. So magiging positive po yung ating tag question. Rarely eat in restaurants. They rarely eat in restaurants. So magiging do, positive form. And then the full question, tag question is, they rarely eat in restaurants. Do they? Okay po. Ito po, meron po tayong exemptions. Some verbs or expressions have different question tags. This one, I am. So, when we use I am, magiging aren't na po yung ating question tag. Okay, for positive imperative, stop daydreaming. Will you? Or stop daydreaming. Want you? For an example of negative imperative, don't stop singing. Will you? So it means you want her or him to sing more. Don't stop singing, will you? It's like asking, ano to? Asking a favor. Siguro maganda yung boses niya. Okay, let's. When we use the verb, let's go to the beach. Let's. Okay, shall we? So gagamitin na po natin yung shall. Hindi po yung regular question tags ng under sa positive and negative. Ito po yung exemptions. So I think we will just memorize and use this appropriately. And then have got, or it talks about having possession. He has got a car. Hasn't he? There is, or these are. There are. There aren't any spiders in the room. Are there? Meron nga ba? Ayan, sa Tagalog po. These and that is. This is Paul's pen. Isn't it? So, isn't it? When it comes to intonation, ito po yung kanina. So, this will guide us how to express our tag questions. When we are sure of the answer, we are simply encouraging a response. The intonation in the question tag goes down. This is your car, isn't it? Ayan po. It goes down when we say, isn't it? This is your car, isn't it? Sasakyan mo to, ano? Sa Tagalog, ano? Ayan. When we are not sure and want to check information, the intonation in the question tag goes up. Ito, paakyat naman po siya. Naalala ko po yung sub-report ni teacher. Sino yung sa interrogative questions, ano? Yung when we are to answer in a yes or no, we say the question with a high intonation, we go up. So parang ganito din po siya, if we are not sure and just want to check information, our intonation is going up. He is from France, isn't he? Ayan po, it goes up. Meron pa po ba? Ito na po yung mga chart natin. Palilitin ko po para makita natin. So, sino po gustong magbasa? Sino po yung mga kasama natin?
Evelyn is there, Ma'am Birna, and Marge.
Okay po.
And
si Ma'am
I
Emmy
think
po siguro
Jeanette.
sa negative. Negative statements. Sasagutin po ni Ma'am Myrna sa positive tag. Okay po ba?
Okay, start na po.
Okay, here we go.
You aren't a teacher.
Ganito na lang po siguro. Diretsuhin na lang ni Ma'am Emmy yung 4. You, he, they. And then si Ma'am Myrna po dun sa baba na yung 4 na you.
Tutuloy ko na.
Okay.
Okay. You aren't a teacher, are you? He isn't crazy, is he? He wasn't relaxed, was he? They weren't late, were they?
Okay. Express po. Thank you so much. Si Ma'am Myrna din po yung 4 na statements po. Hindi po marinig si Ma'am Myrna. Hindi ko po makita kasi naka-share screen po ako. Naka-on po ba yung microphone ni Ma'am Myrna? Okay na po.
Yeah.
Ma'am Myrna,
sige po.
pakibasa po yung 4.
Okay, replay. Sige po. You don't speak French, do you? You didn't study for the test, did you? You haven't been here all week, have you? You hadn't done it before then, had you? Oh,
Wow, thank you po. Okay, si
Yeah,
Teacher
of
March
course.
po siguro yung sunod na 4. Akyat ko lang po. Okay, Teacher March.
You won't fail. You won't fail the exam, will you? You can't drive a car, can't you? Can you? Sorry. You couldn't do it for me, could you? We mustn't say anything, must we?
Pakitapos na lang po, Teacher March.
You shouldn't be so busy, should you? Should you? You wouldn't stop me, would you? Okay.
Ayan. So, may mga ilan po dito, pwedeng akyat, pwedeng pababa po yung tono. Doon po sa word natin kanina, if you are sure of the answer or encouraging a response, it goes down. So, ma-identify po ba natin yung sure yung answer? Sure na po tayo sa answer and we're just encouraging a response. Sa atin pong diagram o chart. I-pull ko lang po. Ayan. Sabi nasa po ni Teacher Emmy, papasok po ba siya dyan sa sure of the answer and just simply encouraging a response, yung 4 po? Or it's not sure answer and checking information? I
Not
think itong
sure.
green po isn't sure. You are asking checking information. Ano po? Yung green colors. You aren't a teacher, are you? So you're
You don't speak French.
checking information. He isn't crazy, is he? We're not ala?
You don't speak French.
Yeah, we're not sure if he is really crazy. He wasn't relaxed, was he? So we are checking information and we're not sure. Yeah. These green ones fall under the intonation that goes up. Tama po, no? Binasa po natin kanina paakyat yung tone. You aren't a teacher, are you? Ayan, are you? Is he? Was he? Were they? Ito din po, yung blue. You don't speak French, do you? The intonation goes up. You didn't study for the test, did you? Okay, let's observe po dito sa mga naka-purple color highlighted. Is it sure of the answer and simply encouraging response? Or checking information and not sure? Parang paakyat pa din po yung tone niya, ano? You haven't been here all week. Have you? Have you? Have you? Mataas pa, ano? We are checking the information. Kung sa Tagalog pa, hindi ka pa nagtatagal dito ng isang linggo, di ba? Okay, opo, mataas po. You hadn't done it before then. Had you? Had you?
Had you? You won't fail the exam. You won't fail the exam, will you?
So we're not sure. Opo, paakyat po. Will you? Okay, you can drive a car. Can you? Can you? Parang dito sa pag nagtatanong kami kung hindi namin alam yung tono, nakalima na kaming tono, yung 5 tones po na mama, mama, mama. Okay, so paakyat pa din po, ano, kasi we're not sure if he can really drive the car. What about the next one po? You couldn't do it for me. Could you?
Could you? Yes. We mustn't say anything.
Yeah, you're not sure. We're not sure yet. He can do it for us. We mustn't say anything. Must we?
No.
Must we?
Should you? Should you? You wouldn't stop me, would you?
So mostly po dito is we're not sure and we are checking information. So ato po, may nakanote po sa baba. Statements using barely, hardly, neither, no, nobody, none, nothing, and seldom are treated as negative statements. So kaya ko po dinagdag to, kinapi-paste ko po kasi naka-chart na po siya, madaling tandaan. Just like this one, nobody went to the meeting, did they? Okay, so positive po yung ating question tag dito sa end. Nothing is ready. Is it? Okay po. Meron pa pong sunod. Ayan. Question tags are used when asking for agreement or confirmation. Ito po, naka-chart form po siya. Natapos po natin ito kanina. And then, nandito din po, may note pong naka-green box. Negative auxiliaries and verbs in tags are usually in their contracted form. So, ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina. We use contracted form po when we use these negative tags. Okay, sino po ulit gustong magbasa sa green? Ito po, yung first 4. Okay, Teacher Emmy na po ulit.
Okay.
You are a student, aren't you? He's very busy. Isn't he? He was happy, wasn't he? Or wasn't he? Yeah, pataas. They were surprised, weren't they?
Opo, okay. Ma'am Merna po, yung naka-blue. Mahaba ba? Hindi naman masyado. Okay po.
Okay. Yan. Sige po.
Go ahead po.
I-start ko dito sa they were surprised.
Yung naka-blue po. You speak
Naka-blue.
English.
Okay. You speak English, don't
Sorry.
you?
Makyat
Oh,
na.
okay.
Okay pa.
Ulit. You speak English, don't you? He studied Spanish, doesn't he? You studied for the test, didn't you?
Okay po. So, ito po nasa, ano na po tayo negative question tags. So, ibig sabihin po, positive po yung statement, kaya naka-negative na po yung form ng question tag. Okay. Mahaba-haba ito. Hatiin natin. Si Teacher Cecil yung 4 sa last, si Teacher Marge yung unang 4. Okay po?
You have studied all week, haven't you? You had arrived before he left, hadn't you? You'll pass the exam, won't you? Won't you? You can speak 2 languages, can't you?
Army,
Do
after the correction here.
Okay, si Ate Sel po sunod.
Pag Xerox
You
ka na.
could do it for me, couldn't you?
Ito siya.
We must be
Pagsamahan
patient,
mo. Halimbawa,
mustn't
sa
we?
quiz, okay.
You
I'm
should
checking.
go now, shouldn't
Tapos,
you?
Army.
You would like a new,
So, yung
new
sa'yo,
job, wouldn't
ilan
you?
ang nakalagay sa'yo?
Okay, thank you po. Ito, meron po tayong exemption.
You
Okay.
So, if Maria,
Exemptions. Let's be careful daw po when we use the am.
okay,
Okay.
Chinese God.
I am late. Late.
Sasamahan
Aren't
pa rin,
I?
nagkakaroon ng space.
Late na ako, di ba? Late na ba ako? Wala sa Tagalog.
In charge. Because
Late na ako. Ano? Oh, yun sa Tagalog. Let's go home, shall we? Yan. So parang ito po, pagtatapatin lang po natin ito lagi. May memorize na lang po natin. Kapag when we say am, magiging tag form is aren't.
in charge.
And then let's is shall. Okay, there's another diagram. Ito na po yung arrangement.
Pwede ilagay mo na rin.
A question tag is small question at the end of a statement. Question tags are used when asking for agreement or confirmation.
Sasama.
Ito po yung arrangement. A positive statement,
Na, tapos
we will add negative question tag. So sabi dito sa a subject pronoun comes after an auxiliary or a form of
tapos yung general
the verb.
program. Nagbigay na kanina.
So see you,
Nabigyan sila lahat.
subject pronoun po natin, and then
So,
si
yung
are.
pang-umaga,
Ito na po
nabibigyan.
siya. So
Pero
magiging
you stay
negative po siya dito.
Stay here ka. Si Jason pwede rin doon.
And then, yun pong
Ikaw
subject
ang
pronoun,
nandito.
magiging
Ay, patay
nasa
hindi.
dulo na po.
Kasi papupuntahin pala kita sa
You are a
Malasiki.
student, aren't you?
Mhm. So, Malasiki.
Kung negative
Pag
statement
sara,
na
then
po
pag
siya,
dumating ka
magiging
dito,
positive na. So
Pag
madali
punta
lang
ko
po siyang
doon,
tandaan.
check ko lang doon.
Mary isn't a teacher.
Tapos
Is
punta na
she?
ako. Alis ako dito ng 10:30. 11:30 nandun.
So yan na po siya. Intonation and meaning. The intonation of a question tag shows the exact meaning of it. So as you listen to the speaker, yung intonation pa lang po, alam mo na kailangan mo mag-respond because it's checking an information or confirming something. So if the intonation of the question tag goes up, it means you are not sure and you want to know the answer. So it needs a response. If the intonation of the question tag goes down, it means you are checking or confirming information or making conversation. Opo, yan na po yung last ko. Exam na daw
Okay.
po.
Sige. Okay. That's very nice.
Okay, enjoyin po natin yung last dito. Mayroon po tayong
Para matandaan, Olive, I'll just be giving the tips, no? Nakuha naman nila kanina, very clear naman ang explanation mo. So, the beauty sa tag questions, we don't have to write everything which has been said or which is said. So, ang titingnan lang mabuti, is there auxiliary verb? Is there an auxiliary verb in the statement? If there is an auxiliary verb, then we consider the auxiliary verb and connect it with the noun or the subject. Kaya halimbawa, sinabi kanina, with auxiliary verb, sabihin na natin, Maria is listening to the discussion. Maria is listening to the discussion. So we consider yung verb. This time we have a verb phrase. A combination of auxiliary plus the main verb. Is the auxiliary verb, and listening is the main verb. Maria is the subject. So once we hear that or we see it, is listening is positive. So ang kukunin natin sa tag question is the auxiliary verb. Maria, the pronoun for Maria is she. And then is listening, meron tayong auxiliary verb. In the tag question, gagamitin natin yung auxiliary verb. Since it is positive, gagamitin ng negative. Isn't, what is the pronoun for Maria? Isn't she? Nakuha po. Of course, it's very clear naman yung discussion kanina. Ngayon, paano pag negative naman siya? Okay, so Maria is not listening. So, kanina kung positive, isn't. Ngayon kung negative siya, is not, then gagawin natin siyang positive. Is she. Now, if we have other auxiliary verbs, had driven, and then have driven. So we have a verb phrase. So in the verb phrase, palagi mayroon tayong auxiliary verb and the main verb. Ang gagawin natin sa tag question should be the auxiliary verb. We focus on the auxiliary verb. And then we have the subject. So kung plural, the children, halimbawa, then what is the plural? In the pronoun, we have they. So they are, children are listening. So aren't, then children is plural, so aren't they? Pero pag sinabing are not listening, are they? Magkakaroon lang ng konting sa analysis if the verb is a regular verb. Parang yung narinig ko kanina, yung eat ang ginamit. Eat. Sabihin natin na, okay, ano yung natin, gagamitin natin, the jury, collective noun siya, the jury eats the lunch in Makati. So, jury, if it is a collective noun, so pwede nating gagamitin pag as a whole siya, collective noun, magiging it. Okay? Or he. Pero pag sabihin nating jury as individuals, Then gagamitin natin ng they. If they taken as individuals, papasok ang they. Okay. So, kung negative siya, it's. Ngayon, let's say, okay. Sabihin natin na, okay, it's or it. Then, papasok yung does he or do they. Kung plural ang subject natin. Ngayon, kung past tense naman, drove the car. Edgar drove the car. So, it's negative. So, if it is negative, gagamitin natin ang, okay, drove the car. Gagamitin natin yung negative ngayon. Drove is past tense. So, ano yung mga emphatic verbs? Drove. So, ang gagamitin ay did. Did. Ayan. And then, ang lalaki natin ay Edgar. Did he. Kung doon naman sa did not drive the car, sa tag question, may not tayo. So, did. Kung positive, negative. Pag sinabing did not drive, then did he. Kung drove, okay, so ano natin, didn't, okay, drove. Kasi past tension. Okay, didn't he. Pag gumamit naman tayo ng, okay, halimbawa, mga auxiliary verbs, should, could, can, mga marami yan, kukunin natin yung auxiliary verb. Sabihin natin, the participants should come early. So, wag na natin pakialaman yung come early, pero pasok tayo, should. Then, ano yung subject natin? Participants should, okay, did not come early. Okay, no, should ang ginamit natin. Should come early. Then, kung should, positive, negative siya. Shouldn't they. Kung negative siya, then, papasukan natin negative, should not come early, should they. So parang ano lang siya, napakadaling i-master kasi ano lang, auxiliary verb ba? Yes, basta nagkaroon ng auxiliary verb. Magagamit lang ng do, does, did pag meron tayong regular verb. Halimbawa, we have Olive sings a spiritual song. Positive. So, ano siya? Positive and at the same time, singular. Ang gagamitin nating emphatic verb ay does. Does she. Pag sinabi naman natin doesn't sing, then doesn't. So, it should be in the positive. Does she. Ano po? Clear na po? So, pag na ano po natin yon, hindi po tayo magkakamali. Now, the test.
Okay
Ayan.
po, share na natin. Ayan
Okay,
na.
sige po. Yes. Okay, sige.
Number 1. Tada!
You don't
Okay,
work on
babasahin ko po.
Sundays.
Anyone
Okay.
can answer po na. You don't work on Sundays. A, don't you? Do you? Will you?
Do you?
Okay, si Teacher Cecil pa sabi niya, do you?
Oh,
Opo.
palakpakan,
Don't.
palakpakan. Kasi, don't siya negative. So,
So,
ipapositive
positive.
siya. Do you. Pero pag you do work on Sundays, don't.
Don't you?
You.
Sa letter A.
Hindi
Opo.
gagamitin ng will you kasi ang auxiliary verb dito ay hindi siya will. So,
Okay.
out of the question na siya. Okay, congratulations.
Okay, number 2. Ito na. Oy,
Aha.
magulo ka. They haven't forgotten us. Blank.
Auxiliary verb, ano siya? Haven't, a negative. So, in the tag question, positive.
They.
T. Opo. Very good. Have they?
Yes, okay. Number 3.
Number 3. Ay, magulo. There is little point in doing anything about it.
There and is. Okay. Pero positive ang is. So, pipili tayo ng negative. Saan siya dyan?
Anyone can answer po.
Yeah. Okay. So, negative na yon is.
Is it there?
Isn't there?
Okay, isn't there.
Very good.
Alright.
Kegmak, sabi ng pasatay.
Oh.
Kegmak.
Oo. And now,
Okay.
negative siya. Oo, negative ngayon.
Okay, so
Positive mo
number
sa
4
tag
po.
question.
She didn't recognize him. Blank.
Oh. Okay.
Did she?
Okay, letter C. Yay!
Oh.
Great job!
Talaga. Ayan na ang baby. And
Okay,
the next,
number 5.
last ito regular verb.
You passed the test. Blank.
Positive. So what would we do?
Past tense po siya.
Yan ang sinabi ko kanina. Does, do, and did. Pag past tense siya, we choose.
Did you?
All right. Okay.
Opo,
Congratulations.
Did
Did you? Mhm. And
May
the next. The next, number 6. They
They
bought.
bought a new car last week. Blank.
Bought.
Past
Ano,
tense
past
ulit.
tense, past tense. Make it in the negative. And choose the emphatic verbs. Past tense, saan dyan ang past tense? In the negative. Did they? So, mali na yon. Had they? Mali na yon. Kasi bought ang
Did
ating
they?
verb. Yes. Didn't they?
Opo, letter B.
Okay. Ang gagaling 7.
Okay, baba natin. 20 po yata to eh.
She wants to be a writer. Okay. So,
She wants.
regular verb.
Positive.
So, we have to choose the negative.
So, kasi positive siya. Wants.
Yes.
Doesn't she?
Yes,
Okay.
letter B.
Palakpak naman tayo. Number 8. Regular verb again.
They make
make.
a lot of money. Sana.
Positive, make it in the
They
negative.
make a lot of money.
Yeah. Plural.
Don't
kasi.
they?
Okay. How about you, Olive?
Don't they?
Don't they?
Opo. B.
Okay, letter B, number 9.
Okay, akyat tayo.
No one
No
helped.
one helped him. Kawawa naman.
Past tense yan, past tense. In the positive, hanap ka ng positive. Negative. Hanap ka ng negative dyan. Pag no one kasi, usually, pwedeng gamitin ng he. Kasi kung both, pwedeng gamitin ng they. Anyway, ang tag questions ay hinahanap natin.
Ito
Okay,
pong no one, ma'am, parang nasa negative po yung form niya, yung statement. No one helped. Negative
Yes.
po, ano? Okay, negative po yung
sige.
ating statement.
No one helped. Okay, so
magiging
alin ang
positive.
hahanapin? Magiging positive. Sige. Ang doon, pag no one helped, Pwede rin gamitin ang they. Pero usually, pag no one, each one, ginagamit yung he or she. Pero nag-violate na siya ng about sexist language.
Opo.
Okay, so
Itong
inilagay
number
dyan,
9,
they.
so nasa negative po tayo, negative
Mm.
statement. So magiging positive po yung ating
Positive.
question type.
Letter.
Did
Past
they?
tense siya, no? Did. Opo. Did they?
Yeah, did they?
Okay.
Opo.
Okay, next.
Number 10.
She knows the answer. Singular. What is the singular form?
Sa
And it should
positive
be
form
in the
siya, negative
negative.
tayo.
The
Okay.
answer. Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Opo.
Palakpak.
Galing-galing na mga estudyante.
Gagaling.
Ako na nila. Ay, sorry.
11.
Oh, asan na siya?
You have the 11. About reading the
Does
room.
not look
May
happy.
does not siya. May does not.
Yeah, positive.
Does.
Does
B.
he?
Letter B.
See.
Letter
Okay.
B.
Very nice.
Okay,
12.
baba tayo. 12. Oy,
M
ako,
ngayon,
12.
ang auxiliary verb.
You have heard the news. Marites to, Marites.
Haven't you?
You have heard the news. So, gagamitin ang have.
Apo, nasa C tayo.
Positive, so make it negative. So, which is the answer?
Haven't you?
Don't you?
Haven't you? Kasi
Yes.
have po siya.
Consider the
Haven't
auxiliary
you?
verb. Yeah.
Have.
Haven't you?
Yes.
Opo.
Ngayon, pag wala yung have, you heard the news, then ipapasok natin yung heard. Heard is past tense, so ang papasok, didn't you. Kung positive siya
Tense.
dito.
Opo.
Okay?
Okay. Number 13.
You are not going
You
to
are not
eat.
going to eat all of that ice cream by yourself.
Letter B.
Okay.
Are you?
Are not ang nakalagay dyan. So,
Magiging positive.
nagiging
Are-
positive.
Are you?
Okay,
Are
letter B. 14.
Opo.
Gagaling ang gagaling. Okay, sige.
That
we
is a
have,
very big dog.
is positive. Make it negative.
Isn't it?
Letter A.
Okay, isn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have
Very hungry.
all. So the pronoun he. And is the linking verb.
Isn't he?
Isn't he?
Yeah. So mukhang nape-perfect. 16.
Then won't be able to read all those books this month.
Okay. What is that? Negative. And won't will speak of the positive na will.
Is
Okay? Will, won't. So negative yon. Will.
Will he?
Will he?
Okay.
Opo.
Okay. So, number 17. O, negative yan ha.
Angie didn't know where she is. Tantakulanto ko no.
Did she?
Did
Letter
she?
B.
All right. 18.
Oy, 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 oy. Umakyat. Ayan po. Last
Ready?
one.
Has. Okay.
Has,
Look at the has. Has and then Julia is she.
Hasn't.
Hasn't
Gawin
she?
yung negative.
Hasn't she?
Hasn't. Yeah, kasi positive siya. So make it negative. Hasn't. Hasn't. She.
Hasn't she?
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
got all pa nila.
Got
Tama,
all.
tama. Yeah. Congratulations. That's a very good exercise. We can have
Isisend ko
more
po yung,
practices.
isisend ko po ulit yung my answer po sa last page. Ang sinend ko lang po
Yes.
dito is questions, pero isisend ko po mamaya. Thank you po.
Tama.
That's all po.
Congratulations. Yeah. So,
Ma'am
at least we were able to manage. Actually, as I've been working with you, I do a lot of instructions sa mga nasa tabi ko. It's the school anniversary next week. So, may nasa kabila, mayroong nandito, all the committees. So, may taga-deliver ng mga letters, may gumagawa, may taga-linis, may mga, and that is how to manage the time. May mga banderetas na there is also a committee for that. So nobody, kumbaga, nobody did not work hard. So, changing it, nobody, pwedeng gamitin mo yung he. Did not work hard. Did not is negative. Making it positive,
did they?
nobody, you can make use the word he. Yeah, indefinite pronouns kasi. So, did not work. Meron tayong did. Pero in the negative. So, in the tag question, we make it positive. Positive. And in positive na did not. Siyempre, did. Okay. And no one, siyempre, gagamitin natin yung pronoun niya. And of course, as far as sexist language, na parang hindi na uso yung he or she, pero predominantly, ginagamit pa rin yung he. Pag each one or ganon. Pero katulad kanina, yung nakita natin, ginamit ang they. Kasi sa they, hindi siya sa para lalaki, hindi siya para sa babae. So to be safe, ang ginagamit ngayon ay they. Pero specifically, gagamitin lang ang they kung talaga namang plural form ang noun natin. Ayun. So, did you make it in the analysis level? Wala bang palakpak yung ano natin, discussant natin? Yeah. So, interjections, tingnan nyo ang kanyang mukha ay talagang the emotional state. Andoon yung joy. No? Kay Ma'am Janet, ang mukha niya talagang seryosong sinisip-sip kung ano ang meaning ng mga to. And at the same time, si Ma'am Ems naman, ayan, nag-enjoy kasi yung maganda niyang ngipin, nakalitaw. And Marge, makikita mo na naintindihan kasi yung mata niya naging singkit-singkit kasi nag-appreciate siya. And Ma'am Mirna, syempre, seryosong mukha din si Ma'am Mirna, parang mukha ko. Kahirap maging apili kasi ang mga mukha namin may pagkaseryoso. But actually, we are also joyful. So, si Janet kasi after ng masteral, magdo-doctoral siya. Kaya ang mukha niya ganyan na. Usually pag nagdo-doctoral, naku, karami lang ano dyan. But what is good, ayan ang baby. Hello, hello, hello. And though Marge did say before, na busy sila ngayon, nakahabol pa rin siya. Ma'am Nina, palakpakan natin. Ma'am Evelyn, and Ma'am Janet, and Ma'am Marge. And syempre, ang discussant natin, palakpak sa kanya. It's not easy
Thank
to
you po.
prepare. It's not
Yes,
easy to
tapos na.
prepare. Yeah. At ang mga sumunod na para makaano na tayo ng other topics. The other topics that I'd like to take up with you is pragmatics. Kasi grammar palaging ginagamit yan eh. Pero yung pragmatics, as if it is not quite familiar with Pero under linguistics, ayan, yung minimension ko sa inyo na we have the structure of the language, which is syntax, nakasama yung grammar doon. Then morphology, the arrangement of words, grammar pa rin yun. Because other languages have different arrangement. And then of course, after that, pragmatics. Ito naman yung intonation mo, level of voice mo, mag-iiba-iba siya, depende kung saan ka. It depends on the situations you are in. Kaya I believe we need that also as pastors, na kung katabi mo lang naman ang kausap mo, there is no need for shouting. And if we do teach, shout ka ng shout, ang mga estudyante natin, sabi ko nga, the term I made use of, na nakaintindi ang bata, ay hindi po tayo balyotik. Tagabayo tayo, but we are moving towards global engagement. So if we go for global engagement, so we have to practice talking with the situation we are in. So alam niyo naman ang kabataan, sigaw ng sigaw. Ayun. But in the congregation, pag andyan na si pastora, tahimik na yan. Pag lumabas na si pastora, ewan ko na kung anong kalalabasan. So we train them for a certain culture in which with or without the teacher, with or without the pastor, or the people on the higher ups, they are able to maintain pragmatics. So congratulations po sa lahat. And kanina yung movement ko, I was multitasking. I did a lot of pero we were able to manage. At yun na po ang uso ngayon. Hindi siya problema. It's a matter of practice. Kaya pag hindi nyo na alam ang gagawin o kasunod, another na napansin ko, we should not do the work by ourselves alone. We have people to work with us. At yun doon nagkakamali sa leadership. Sinosoldo natin. Kaya mayroong inassign sa mga bandiretas, 2 weeks na nakaandyan lang. Pero nung in-workout na ng bata, kanina sabi ko, you are the leader but you have to make others work for it. Ay, tapos na po ng bata. After 2 weeks na natulong yung mga materials. So you see, so it's a matter of leading people. And I congratulate School of Tyrannus kasi nagbibigay siya ng leadership classes and training. Kasi pag wala ka po noon, papangit ka talaga as you have higher positions. Pero pag meron ka, enjoyin mo lang siya. Kaya ibig sabihin, we are blessed with God's glory. So, ayun. Interjection, tag, questions. Ang susunod na topic will be, is it Janet or Ma'am Santos?
Sa akin, ma'am, si ano na po?
Si,
Sentences and paragraph.
okay, sino po?
Si Teacher Janet, ma'am.
Okay.
Janet
Janet.
Maramba.
Janet Maramba. Pero ma'am, hindi po raw siya makapag-live. Magre-record daw po siya. Okay lang po ba yun, ma'am, na i-send po niya sa inyo? Kasi po yung aking, dito hindi po pwedeng recorded din sa aking laptop, ma'am.
Okay. And
Pwede
then,
po forward niya sa inyo, ma'am.
pakinggan na lang natin yon and then we can react and interact. Okay naman yon kasi kung may trabaho siya. Pero alam nyo, ang napapansin ko, halimbawa bukas may klase ako. Ito, kahapon, biglang may appointment sa may Manawag, Ma'am Mirna. Biglang maraming dumating na CHED representatives for a validation of a certain program. At bigla akong tinawag at sinundo. So, bigla yung klase ko sa PSU na Mandarin, affected siya. So, kailangan lang yung talagang manage the time and manage the people. Kaya naka-ready ang mga bata, naka-ready ang lahat sa mga ganong conflict of time. And kaya natin gawin yan as long as we practice leadership situations and style in every situation. Kaya ito siya. Angeline, halika. Siya yung papakilala ko sila sa inyo. Kung hindi sila maganda, hindi po sila kasama sa anniversary. So, ayun. This is Angeline, the school coordinator. Angeline de la
Hello,
Cruz.
Miss Angeline.
Ayun. O,
Sabi po
Army.
dito, ma'am. Pag ini-encourage po namin sila,
Okay,
Sue,
okay.
Sue!
Yes, kita nyo.
Sue,
Si
Sue!
Cecil. Ito si
Sue!
Army. Siya naman yung administrative
Sue,
assistant.
Sue!
Hello,
Finance officer and administrative assistant. So galing na siya sa
Thank you.
Malasiki getting my questions kasi siya ngayon ang magbibigay bukas. Siya yung nasa morning, dadating ako ng before lunch sa klase because may aatupagin naman ako doon sa Buyain bukas. Okay. So what do I mean? Thank you, Army. Ibig sabihin, walang imposible. We can do 2 or 3 or 4 things at the same time as long we have the right people. Nagiging mahirap lang at pumapangit tayo the moment the people around us could not execute without us. So we have to really train them to be leaders also. Parang si Ma'am Janet, sabi niya, lahat ng mga nangyari doon sa occasion ng kabataan, sponsored. Ganon. At the same time, that is one literacies, one of the literacies of the 21st century. Initiative, financial literacy. Walang pera, lalo na pag nag-work tayo para sa Lord, yung walang pera ay meron.
Yes.
Hello? Pag nakita mo, yung sobre, wala siyang laman. Pero with the Lord, pupuno yan, pupuno yan.
Amen.
And that's a testimony. Kaya nga, all of us, nakita ko na you're very successful because we do follow the principles of God and the words of God. Though hindi pa ganun ka, but we are going to that level. Congratulations. Your graduation, I don't know when you will be graduating. Pero yung attendance yun naman palaging perfect eh. Ayun. Kaya yung walang absent ay bibigyan ko ng 1. Yung palaging absent